La Bodega Sold Dreams by Miguel Piñeiro. Miguel Piñeiro was born in Gurabo, Puerto Rico in 1946. He was 4 years old when his parents migrated to New York. He grew up in Loisaida, the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and this is the place Miguel always considered home. It was in the streets of Loisaida that he learned the survival struggles of impoverished and racialized communities. As an adolescent, Miguel was a gang member and a gang leader whose criminal behavior landed him in a prison by the time he was 13 years old. As a consequence, he developed a drug and alcohol dependency that contributed to his return to prison for armed robbery at the age of 24. Miguel Piñeiro is best known as the author of Sour Ties, the hard-hitting and tough-talking prison drama that took the theater world by storm and garnered its highest awards. His writings and his literacy career were not enough to overcome his addictions that cut his life. He died of cirrhosis of the liver in 1988 at the age of 41. In La Bodega Sold Dreams, the corner grocery store becomes the phantasmagoric symbol of US capitalism. Television and easy credit are carnival backers perpetually dangling the American dream before the eyes of the poor and colonized. They rush to form lines to get in and partake of the dazzling wonders only to be herded into unemployment lines, welfare lines, and the lines of junkies, prostitutes, and street criminals that populate urban marginality. This book of poems, La Bodega Sold Dreams, contains 18 works inspired by hard life in the Lower East Side. This series of poems present the loathing Piñeiro felt for the oppressive qualities of his home, equaled by his love and dedication to that same loathed home. These poems also express his frustration with racial and ethnic assimilation, the experience of jail life, and his own dreams, fears, and obstacles. La Bodega Sold Dreams mixes ghetto invective and a feverish sentimentality, machismo, and swagger. As its title indicates, La Bodega Sold Dreams, Miguel Piñeiro dreams of being a poet who crosses through the barriers and ugliness of minds. He imagines his poetry being read in bodegas, warehouses where spoken word poetry was read. Piñeiro often uses dialect in his poetry, and his poetry also includes the voices of his enemies and friends in the Lower East Side. La Bodega Sold Dreams is a cold and bitter vision of the United States by a true bandit poet, one who has lived on the outskirts of established society and has, from that vantage point, cast a critical eye on its workings. Piñeiro invites the reader to wipe off a spot on the crime-encrusted window of the bodega and peek in. With his own and personal style, Miguel Piñeiro seeks to uncover the cultural legacy of Puerto Ricans in New York by presenting poems that capture the sentiment, makeup, and preoccupations of Puerto Ricans living in the U.S. metropolis. The New Yorican literature. Thanks for watching.